Yeah, so I'm so happy to be here today. I'm your host, Talaga George at Political Intent. Yeah, we are currently having this show at Free Play. It's amazing FIFA gaming space. Of course, the name sounds free, as you all will believe. But the free there has been used to imply the willingness for anyone to come and game here with us. So practically it's a place where people do get that ambience environment where they get to play and relax themselves during leisure. And for that reason, we're hosting this free play first edition here. And in the drive of political intent, of course, a lot of people have been hearing about political intent. Today, I want to reveal to everyone and who is able to know or who has been yearning to know what more political intent does. So political intent is a notion or a drive that we seek to bring all kind of like-minded people, specifically youth and women and vulnerable communities in our society who want to perhaps better be engaged into their daily socioeconomic activities as far as governance and service delivery is concerned. So today we are here in terms of opening a space where ideas, where people of different kind of background, people from different skill set, people from diverse expertise and experience will be in a position to air out their alternatives, policies, alternative views and perspective on how to better approach societal challenges that lingers in their daily activities. And I want to seek this broader audience to maybe put into consideration as much as that systemic problem that has been lingering around our daily societal as far as we do vote, and sometimes we vote and forget why we voted for. And for that reason, political intent is a platform where it opens up the society mindset in terms of giving to them that insight and awareness on the daily socioeconomic realities that emanates from government policies, which of course have an entire perhaps an effect on the people's livelihood. And for that reason, we are here to employ that empirical way of viewing issues and also enhancing the employment of research in perhaps also engaging society and the community in doing developmental projects as well as communal and social welfare projects. So for that reason, we are so happy. Perhaps I'll say I'm so happy to be here and say that audience and for that openness that we all come here to engage further. And today I don't know where to start from, but looking at one of the pressing issues people do face at the moment is, of course, the issue of, I will not say it has happened yet, but it is in the verge to happen. That is the global recession. In the aspect of this bubble effect of the special operation, Russia's special operation in Ukraine, of course, some reactions were, of course, responded. Otherwise, this thing will not have been what it is now. But of course, the sanction, also the blockade of what, also this tendency of scapegoats in all aspects of governance globally. Everybody has brought into mind that there's always someone to always blame something for, and for that reason, this has exacerbated into global food shortages across the world, affecting a rise in the cost of consumer products. For that reason, today we want to to open this space, maybe for a greater maybe a moment to think beyond what we are seeing now. We want to speak of the reality on the ground, how better government can respond to what is happening at the moment. What is happening here is, of course, the Russia are definitely still on the ground, despite all the sanctions, despite all the EU multilateral sanction against their imports and also their crude oil import to UK, all those stuffs. So this has really led into antagonistic, and for that reason we don't need to expect any kind of food coming from that region of the world. So how better do we, in a sense, prepare ourselves or think beyond the spectrum of the media? Of course, the media is somehow shallow and confused sometimes, and for that reason I don't know but to say this clearly is that we need to come up with mechanisms, of course not by raising the taxes, but preparing in a quarterly period, in a period of 4 months. Do we still expect to go back consuming food coming from that region, which is prone, which is vulnerable to be kind of blockaded? How do we go better to that and perhaps develop our own mechanism, looking at even how we approached the COVID-19 pandemic earlier in the 2020, beginning from March in most African countries. So there was that essence of not like we were not, in terms of our health structure, we were not in a capacity to effectively prevent or contain or perhaps treat our sick people. So we were caught like off put, and for that reason the same this thing has always got us sleeping, and I don't know how can we best speak out and perhaps with all our ideas come here. And today it's a youth space. We don't want to speak from back. We are here for a greater engagement. We are here for a greater meaningful participation that leads to better outcomes. And we do believe nothing is for the youth without the youth or the vulnerables, or perhaps the people of concerns attribution, people of concerns point of view. And for that reason we are creating a space, political intent, but today, of course, this was more of an introduction. I believe from what I've said here for a few, it can be able to lead to a better conversation. For now, can I go to follow up?